Hi, I'm Becky. Welcome back to Wellness in the Pelvis. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist here to help you understand more about your body, especially your pelvic health. And today we're going to talk about how to get rid of pads and panty liners and things that you wear all the time because you have to worry about your bladder. I promise it's something that you don't need to do forever. So let's shed some light on what's going on down there. So you probably feel stuck wearing pads because you don't trust your bladder. I mean, it's basically like a 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum every time you go out in public. I don't have a lot of trust for that either. The number one key here is building confidence. The reason why you had to start wearing pads and panty liners in the first place is because you didn't have the confidence to go out or just live your life without wearing one. And it's a feedback loop. So the more times your bladder proves that you need a pad, the more likely you're going to wear one. And so we're going to work on the opposite. The more times you go out or do things around the house where you don't need a pad, the more it feeds into the fact that you know or have confidence in that you don't need that kind of protection. Now, I should say that this whole projection is for people that have good pelvic floor strength, they have better bladder control, or they're being seen by a pelvic floor PT and just looking for the next step. This isn't something that I would recommend you just going out and trying. If you are actively having any sort of urinary incontinence issues, please go talk to your doctor or a pelvic floor PT about that. We want to help you. The goal is to start small, build safety, and then of course confidence. Once that momentum starts, it'll keep going. So most of my patients have problems during the day when they're out and about running around. So nighttime is generally fine. So I recommend no pads at nighttime. And yes, maybe you have a little bit of urgency or issues if you wake up at nighttime to go pee, and that's okay. But for the most part, when you're horizontal, you're not doing the things that bug your bladder anyways. So let's eliminate that nighttime one. Once you eliminate the nighttime one, then we hope that you don't just wake up for the day and put a pad on. The goal is that you can stay pad free for as long as possible into the morning hours, especially if you're at home. If you're at home, it's inconvenient to leak a little bit and have to change your underwear. I get it. But you have the option to do so. And if we're trying to build confidence and get rid of these things, we got to challenge you somehow. So no pads until you are about to leave the house or do some more strenuous physical activity like doing a home workout or getting out in the garden or doing chores or something. Once you feel a little bit better about the home situation, then you get out of there. But just for short errands, if you are running to the store or just have a church service or something where you're not going to be gone very long, it's not going to be physically strenuous, then you're going to be okay, right? So getting out of the house for those little things. Then you can build it up toward going to the gym, running multiple errands, things like that, things where you're actually going to be out for a while and maybe actually doing some physical work. The last big one is going on trips. I have patients who have plans on doing like a transatlantic flight, and they have to bring a whole separate suitcase just filled with sanitary products and pads because they know it's going to be hard finding it over there. Nobody wants to check a bag of pads. The goal is that you end up feeling so confident that you are able to go on a trip and not need anything at all. Now that all probably sounds pretty petrifying. This takes time. However, once the confidence starts building up, it's incredible how fast you realize this was all just a mental roadblock. And then it gets actually pretty easy to kick the can anyways. So what questions do you have? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for checking out my work, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.